Hi guys, so you guys seen my clarinet before. It's usually not played in videos, but I have a student that I'm student teaching, and he's getting ready for a concert. A contest. So basically a solo. So this is called solo ensemble, and so I am going to be playing Suite in B flat major. I'm playing movements 1 and 2. I'm going to be giving details on how to play it, and I'm going to be showing fingerings. So if you're a clarinet player and you're still learning, or maybe you're interested and you just want to watch because it sounds interesting, letting my voice students know this might be a little boring to you. So if you don't want to continue to watch it, you might as well just turn it off. But if you're like, you know what, I'm gonna see how it goes, see how it sounds, or you just want to hear me play, that's perfectly fine too. I'm just gonna be giving instruction. So I am talking to this specific student, so I am gonna be saying he or you a lot. So don't think that I don't think I'm weird. I'm trying to talk to my student so that way he can get extra help, because we are playing with the piano next week, and I just want to get him fully prepared. So I'm hoping you're watching this, because if you're not watching it and I come back and hear you play in your lesson, I'm going to be a little upset. So you should be practicing. Anyways, I'm going to play the first movement first, and I'm doing the repeat. There is a repeat sign, so just letting you know that you have been playing this right. It's not wrong, but there is a repeat sign, and I just noticed it too. So we need to make sure we repeat, because if we don't repeat, the piano player is not going to know, and we're going to get really off. So I'm going to play the first movement first, and then I'm going to go over details of what I want you to do. Okay, so. So that was movement 1. So when you're doing this one, there are dynamic changes. There are, like, say, the trills that we were talking about. So I obviously made maybe 2 mistakes, but I am sight reading a little bit, guys. I haven't been playing this. It's not something like I practice all the time. So anyways, so when you're practicing this, it should feel like this. Da, da, da. So we're going from G to E, right? So we want to make sure da, ba da da da, da, ba da da da. So we want to make sure G E G E G E. So if you need to practice how to get from here, here, here before you try doing this, then go ahead. It's fine. Da da da, ba da da da, da ba da da da, da ba da da da. Da, 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 da. So we're just focusing on how to place our fingers first before we go dum ba da dum 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 ba da dum 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 ba da dum dum. So you see what my hands are doing? We're trying to make sure that land. So dum ba ti ah. So it's kind of like you're like, I changed my mind. Like this finger changed his mind. Dum ba da 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 dum dum ba da da dum. Oh, I'm gonna stand really quick. See what I'm doing? Da da that's without the trill. Sorry if you're wearing headphones, turn it down if you have to. I need to be able to show you. So now, if you watch, we're gonna pretend like he's doing a psych. See what I'm doing? So make sure that you G, psych, G, psych, and down, G, psych, and down. So make sure that this trill is a little quick. We're not doing a long trill like with the D or like with like what we're doing with the D over here to. We're not doing a long one. We're just doing like a really quick one, which should feel like a grace note. Also, if you're wondering where I am, I'm in my office at my work, which is Musicians Academy, where my students come to. Woo! And so, anyways, so we gotta make sure that G, ba da da. So you gotta make sure that you do that psych thing, and it's the same thing with A to F. So this is the one that you like to, this is the part that you struggle with the most sometimes. Just think of it this way. If you have to do it, if you have to do it this way to get your fingers to do what it needs to do this. So we're going to look at, let me see if I can show you without actually, cool, I can a little bit. Okay, there's your G. So you see this G right here? My finger might be covering it. But there's a G. And then the next note, which is an A. And then you go to the next note. It's a B. Oh, I went the wrong way. Hello, dummy. And looking at it backwards. So G, then A, then B, then C. So if it's kind of crooked, sorry, but you knew you should be looking at your music anyway while I'm doing this. So, then just do this, because this is how I would do it when, music for college specifically, because there are times where things are just super fast and you're just like, okay, I need to be able to keep up. I need to be able to, play this correctly without getting in trouble with my own professor, because my professor would be like, you could do better. I know you can. Like, you're not playing it right. Just play it right. The way he likes to say it. So, and so he's right. I'm like, okay, I gotta practice more. So this is how I would do it. Because if you're having trouble getting from here, we gotta break it up more. So we're gonna play just the first notes of each measure, which is G. Go to the next one. Go to your next one. Go to your next one. So I'm going G. Go to A, go to B, go to C. That's it. That's all you have to do. And you're going to do it 3 times in a row. That's it. 3 times in a row. Now, we're going to go to the next part. So, we're going to go to the first measure. We're going to go to the second beat of each measure, which is your E, which is your F, which is your G. We don't have to worry about the next measure because it doesn't have a trill. So E, F, G. Now we're going to start E. That's all you're going to do. So trill psych 'em out, psych 'em out, psych 'em out. And we're going to do it 3 times in a row. Just like that. And after that, we're going to go to the next part, which is letter D. Yeah, so D. And then we're going to go to the last part, which is your C. Now you're probably thinking, how is that going to help me if everything's not connected? Watch. We're going to connect 2 each time now. So I want D, C, E, D, F, E. We're going to start backwards. We don't want to start with the trill, because if you start with the trill, you're not going to remember how to get from the trill to the rest. So we're going to go C. So we're going to go D, C. We're still in measure 9 if you're wondering where you are. And you're probably like, oh, okay, I see where we're at. So measure 9, we're still in measure 9. So D, C, E, D, F, E. And I'm taking the last 2 notes of each measure. We're not going to measure, I believe that's 12. Yeah, we're not going to measure 12, so you don't have to worry about that. The C, I only included it because it really is going G, A, B, C, and then the rest. But that's not the part I care about. I care about the trill, because the trill is the part that you kind of struggle with just a tiny bit. So D, C, E, D, F, E. I'm going to let you to do that 3 times in a row on your own. I shouldn't have to do it for you. So just make sure you pause and then come right back. I'll wait. Okay, cool. So now I want you to go E, so we're trill D, and then trill E, and then trill F. So we're not playing the last note of each measure. We're just playing the 2 notes in the middle of each measure. So we're going, oh. I'm going to do it again. See what I'm doing? I'm taking little by little. So it's da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. Now, do that 3 times in a row on your own. I'll wait. Okay, now we're going to do the last part. Everything else you'll have to do on your own, because my student's almost here, and I just got to make sure that you had something, because that's the part that you struggled with the most in the first movement. I'll do your second movement tomorrow when I get home. So the last part, real quick. So. I did. Do it again. So it's just the first notes of each measure. So make sure after you're done with doing all those steps, then you put them together. And just stop at C. I'll see you later. Bye.